What's going on there, YouTube, and welcome to Fresh Comic Stories. Guys, this is the channel that we basically sit down and cover different kinds of comic book stories. We jump over to Marvel, IDW, DC Comics, and so on and so on. But today, we're going to jump back over to IDW and continue our coverage over the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, we are going to jump back over to the micro series and cover the one-shot Casey Jones. And honestly, let me tell y'all, this is probably the best Casey Jones story to me personally I read so far, because we're seeing why Casey Jones is trying to protect his father. So I do hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please hit that like button down below and also subscribe for more comic book stories in the near future. But let's go ahead and dive into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the micro series Casey Jones one-shot. I do hope you enjoy. So we begin today's storyline with Casey Jones and Raphael out right now on parole, saving some random people from some random thugs. Which really, this section of the story is to once again to show us the friendship between the two characters. Which, even though Casey Jones is friends with every single member of the Turtles, his closest buddy is of course Raphael. Which honestly makes sense to show the bond between these two people, because these two really do like going out and just cracking some bad people in the head. But really, it's just showing us them kicking some bad guys' butt and having the best time of their lives. Now we jump over to Casey Jones right now, arriving back home to his house. And this is IDW reminding us that Casey Jones' home life is rough. Because remember, his mother died when he was just going into college. But when his mother died, his father became an alcoholic and would beat Casey Jones almost every single night. But Casey Jones won't leave because he promised his mother that he would take care of his father. Now, while him and his father are at home, they get a knock on the door and we see a man named Blake appear, which we come to find out that Casey Jones' father owes this Blake guy money, which of course he does not have the money to pay him back. And so you have Casey Jones' father give an old piece of jewelry that used to belong to Casey Jones' mother. But this Blake still tells Casey Jones' father that he has 48 hours to get the rest of the money. Now that is when we jump over to Casey Jones meeting up with Raphael and asking him to help watch over Blake, because Casey Jones is not going to attack Blake unless he catches him in the act. But the biggest thing about this section of the story is a flashback of Casey Jones' mom dying words, which is the crux of Casey Jones. Because again, Casey Jones' mom asked Casey to watch over his father when she dies, but he hated his father back then and did not want to. But his mother begged him to because she was the person who made his father a better person. But with her dying, he'll go back into his old ways. And so she needs Casey to basically watch over his father, hoping he will stay the good man she made him to be. Now, of course, with Casey Jones and Raphael are watching over the guy Blake, they wait for him to cause a scene. And so they have a legit reason on why he should be attacked by them. But the main reason why he is beating down on this Blake person so he can regain the jewelry of his mother, but also kind of get rid of the debt that his father owes this man. But Raphael can tell that something is up with his boy Casey Jones. He does not have an idea what the problem is, but he could tell. I mean, the way Casey Jones attacks Blake and gave him a threat about leaving his father alone, Raphael knows that something is up. But he will leave it alone because he knows it's better to let Casey Jones deal with his problems by himself instead of trying to butt in and help him out. Now this is the section that will lead directly into the main series volume 3, because we pick up with Casey Jones returning back home after dealing with the Blake person. But when he gets home, of course, his father sees him, which then his father asks him a question. And Casey Jones tries to just walk away, which then leads to Casey Jones' father beating down on him once again. But Casey Jones will not fight back because the promise he made to his mother. His father is a scared man and he needs the ability to stay strong. But after his father beats him down, you have Casey Jones go over to the new base of the Turtles, where it leads to them seeing that Casey Jones is badly hurt this time, thanks to his father beating him down. And so yeah, this story is rough to read only because what Casey Jones has to go through every single day and night. But this is really a good story to read. And so we are going to end today's video right here. Now guys, please leave me a like down below and also subscribe for more comic book stories in the near future. Also, any suggestions on books I should read, well please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But guys, I'm out of here and I will see you on the next comic book video. Later folks.